So Murph, Gloucester-Hartpury back in action this weekend, second pool game of the Power Up series. How are you and how the squad feeling going into this one?
Yeah, it's really exciting to, get the season up and running against Exeter 2 weeks ago, and now play against Bristol this weekend, which always has a bit of spice to that game. Be great to see the girls back out there.
Yeah, and Exeter as well, just looking back at that game, lots of changes there. I think there were 11 new players in that, or new caps rather, in that squad. How do you think they went? What was your kind of opinion on their performance?
Yeah, firstly, it's awesome to be able to give 11 new starts to players, and it proves the strength and depth we have in the pathway we have at Hartpury with our college and our university sides. To be able to play a game last Friday night as well in between these two power up fixtures is great, and to getting those girls out on the field to get their debuts, which is amazing.
Yeah, and it is players you probably kind of had in mind that these players are going to play for Gloucester-Hartpury. You must have thought about that for some time. How good is it to kind of see that come into fruition?
Yeah, it is. You see them growing and playing at a younger age, and then when you get the opportunity to let them play, and that license to inspire that Linny talks about, and they get to live that with a Gloucester-Hartpury shirt on. It's amazing to see their faces.
Yeah, not just Gloucester-Hartpury. It's been a good few weeks at international level as well. We've had really good Gloucester-Hartpury representation across all the home nations this month. How good is it to see so many players playing for their countries?
Yeah, we're very lucky with all our international players, and it's great to see, as I mentioned on the way over here, new girls getting called up into that environment as well. Georgia Brock getting her first cap, someone who's been through our pathway, college, university, Gloucester-Hartpury, and now reaping the rewards. And it's also great that she helps coach within the pathway, and it's great that the girls can see that Brocky started here and has now got her first cap, and it must be amazing for them to be able to be coached by someone like that.
Yeah, just on Brocky, it's a pretty serious first cap, that, isn't it? 40,000 people at Twickenham, it's probably worst first caps to get, isn't it?
Baptism of fire. Go and play. It's no, Brocky. It wouldn't have, she's a very chilled out, laid back person. She'd have just seen it as a game of rugby. Yes, there's huge stakes around it against the Black Ferns. It's her first cap. She's playing international rugby, but knowing her, I reckon she'd have taken it all in her stride.
Yeah, and just in general for women's rugby, it's another huge fixture for women's rugby. How exciting is it to see fixtures like that?
Yeah, it's amazing. That first half was a proper test match. There was high collisions, high tempo, amazing skill sets put on show, and two teams that really wanted to play some rugby. It was amazing to see.
Yeah, and Bristol this weekend, just back to Gloucester-Hartpury now. What challenge are they going to pose?
Well, we know Bristol like to play. We saw that in the first half of the final. It's ingrained in them. They like to play from everywhere. It will be a challenge in our D set. They play wide, so we know what they're going to bring, and the challenge for us is to stop them and impose ourselves when we do get hold of the ball.
Yeah, and less than 3 weeks to go now until another Premiership season. Obviously it's been a pretty unbelievable couple of years for us. Just looking back at the last 2 years, how are you kind of reflecting on the last couple of years?
They come thick and fast. It's exciting. It brings its new challenges. Gloucester-Hartpury now probably have a target on their back, which we're willing to embrace and go and take on every week. And that starts this weekend against Bristol. It's going to be a great game this weekend. It's a repeat of the final. It's a local derby, and a lot of youngsters on show from both teams. So it'll be a great day.
Thanks, Murph. Good luck.
No worries. Thank you.